Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I will be continuing on with my read-through of Dragon Ball Z. I'm on volume number 11, and I'll admit right out, this is kind of the volumes that I'm coming to fear as I'm reading through the story, where you have the culmination of the big fight scene, and it's going to play out over the whole volume, and it's just going to be people punching each other and yelling throughout the story. So I've kind of come to accept that there's going to be these what are peaks for most readers, I assume, are going to be lulls of interest for me. Right out the gate, we're seeing this character. I don't even remember her name at this point. Bulma, maybe that's the Chi-Chi one. I don't remember. But like, I would like to see more of her. She just randomly showing up on this planet. Like, I would just like to check in with more of the characters more often, I guess. There's a lot of action in here, lots of like big explosions, and at this point you can see that the power, the amount of chi, life energies that they build up is allowing them to do damage at a planet-wide scale. And we still see we have Frieza here in his like supposedly strongest final form. I'm seeing some familiar like marks in the mark making. It's interesting. I'm seeing things in the art that remind me more of like Akira and things like that than I've seen in Toriyama's work before in how he's drawing Frieza's face. So that's kind of cool and interesting. Piccolo just got brought back to life, and now he's getting shot in the chest again. That is one of the things that's really taking me out of my ability to fully enjoy the story. Is there's now been too many people dead and brought back to life too quickly for me to have any kind of emotional reaction to anything like that. And then a couple pages later, you get Kuririn gets blown up and dies again, and again, I can't really get too invested in that. And then we get probably what's the most exciting moment thus far for most of the readers is Goku finally goes Super Saiyan for the first time. As far as I could tell, he just lights on fire and his hair turns white or yellow, I guess, based on the images I've seen of him colored in. But he is the legendary Super Saiyan, and that gives him lots of extra powers to beat up the unbeatable bad guy, blow holes in the earth, be just generally devastating. There's a lot of very like childish cheating mechanisms in the writing as well. Like here, now it's like, well, we only have one wish left, and they're going through like, well, we could group a wish though. We're not just gonna bring back this one person, but like we could bring back every person that this guy killed. Would that work? And like I don't know, it just feels like earlier in the story that would have been a no, but now they need it, so it's a yeah. There's just a lot of that in this volume. What they use the final wish for is to transport everyone but Goku and Frieza to Earth, so everyone gets safe, and then they get to have their big final showdown. And so by the time I got to the end of this volume, it's like, oh my god, they're still not done fighting. I got one more volume of this, two more volumes of this, I don't know. I really like Dragon Ball every time they're building up to one of these and there's actually some story going, but then these fights just go on for so many volumes with like nothing of actual import happening because it's just a bunch of people dying who are going to get brought back. So hopefully we get back into like, I come back down the roller coasters to some more of the humorous stuff eventually. But yeah, volume 11 was a tough one for me, but I'm going to keep going, of course.
Back to the land, let's get away, just